All right, welcome back. So I wanted to post an update video on the one I made the other day about the GE fresh vent washer that has the issue with the drain pump. So yesterday I made a few mistakes, I'm not gonna lie. So like I said, I was an automotive technician for many years, but that didn't really translate over into 120 volt systems. So if you watched the last video, you saw I was doing some testing down there at the pump, and I was getting 60 volts at the pump, but I was testing that with it unplugged. So I was kind of looking at ghost voltage, or voltage that was being produced but not really consumed by the load. And in the automotive world, that's kind of a big do not do, right? So we want to load test our power circuits to make sure that they're capable of carrying the current necessary to drive the component. And that was a slip up I made. So I went and did some testing today. Unfortunately, I don't have the results of that. I do, but I don't want to post them. This is the second video that I'm making, and the video of the testing was done on a phone, like all my videos are. And unfortunately, I did that in the vertical mode, and I absolutely hate those videos. So if you want to see it, let me know. Leave a comment. Tell me you'd like to see it. Yeah, it's all in the vertical mode, so I figured that probably wasn't going to be the best thing to post, so I went ahead and just deleted it. All right, so what I want to show you on this board, though, is kind of relevant to the situation. So through my testing, this is the port that we're looking at right here. So let me just get in here and show you what I'm dealing with. So I'm going to kind of move this thing out so I can actually see what I'm doing. And on this board, this is where our pump motor actually connects. Is this kind of orangish brown connector right here. I'm going to sneak around to the back side of it. There's our line voltage that we're looking at right here. Okay, there's our ground, there's our ground for the drain pump. On the board, maybe some of you more astute people can actually see it is labeled back there on the back. And testing between these 2 points with the pump connected, I'm getting no voltage. So when commanding it on through test number 12, which causes the pump to kick on and run, or causes the control board to try to output voltage there, I don't have anything. Coming in, I did test over at my connector on this side of the board. So here is our voltage in. And I did have 120 volts over here on this connector coming in. But with the pump connected, yeah, unfortunately, here I'll zoom in on this a little bit more. You can see now what I was talking about. There is our line voltage, and then the drain pump. We're only getting, well, we're not getting any voltage there essentially when we command the pump on and everything's connected. So this is going to be a real quick video. You can see I've got the control board removed from the washer, and I don't really have a video of that, but that's not really what these are about anyway. This is more about trying to fix this board and prevent myself from having to spend a bunch of money buying one of these things, because I think I can fix this. These are all surface mount components, and we'll see. But I noticed when inspecting the board here, something a little bit funky going on down here. So let's see if I can zoom in on this for you. And we'll take a look at this triac over here. That guy right there. Okay, so I'm going to point to him if I can get this thing oriented right. There we go. That doesn't look too whippy to me. So what we're looking at here, that I believe, yeah, there's a hole right there, a divot. So I think this triac blew when my pump failed. So the pump, the previous pump, I didn't really state what had happened there, but upon testing that, I did have high resistance in them. These pumps should have like 18 to 20 ohms of resistance. I had over 100 ohms of resistance in that pump, and so I believe that this guy right here is toast. So what I'm going to try to do, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, I have not found a video online that shows anybody replacing little Q553 over here, this triac. And so I'm going to try to figure out what this is. I shouldn't have scratched that right there, because now it's going to make it more difficult for me to read all these numbers. Hopefully that'll come off of there if I clean it up a little bit. but I'm going to try to figure out what this is. And it's just a surface mount component. So I'm going to desolder it. I'm going to resolder in a new one. I'm going to take a look at some of the other stuff on the board here and just make sure that I don't see anything out of the ordinary. I'm going to try to get this thing fired back up, or see if I can get this pump to come on and run, because if so, it'll save me quite a bit of money. I priced one of these boards out, and I think right now they're sitting at like between 170 and 300, depending on whether you buy some sort of aftermarket board, or you go with the factory refurbished, or you go with a factory new board. There's a few different price points in there, but I'm wanting to spend more like 15 bucks on this. So if I can get that Triac out of there and find a suitable replacement, I'll update you on that video. But yeah, I just wanted to post a quick update, show you where I'm at with it, and then I'll be back once the repair is completed. Actually, I'll probably bring you back with me as that repair is being done, so I can solder that thing on there. We can see if it actually works, and then we'll go test it out on the washer. By that time, I'll have all the information for you as far as what type of washer it is, and all of that. So anyway, thanks for watching. Hopefully you'll come back and check out the next one to see if I got the thing fixed. Y'all take care, and we'll see you later.